the original Granada opened in 1924. The theater has more detail than it did in 1924. It has the feel of what it did in that era, but a little more of elaborate detail. So the feeling was that it was a beautiful theater, but there was a lot that could be added with modern amenities that could make it just that much better for today's audience. So there were a few things that were restored that were original to the theater. The proscenium over the stage. We have a chandelier up above, which we'll see later, and the Alhambra curtain. Other than that, everything else was more of a replication or feel of the era versus actually trying to exactly replicate what was here in the theater in the 20s. How long did it take to build the original theater? I believe that there was approval by the city in 1922, and the doors opened in 1924. So I'm thinking about 2 years. Now the renovation itself, we closed the theater in 2004. The renovation started in sometime 2005, and our doors opened March 6, 2008. Well, the theme to making the theater, again, was taking it back to our Spanish roots. Santa Barbara, as you know, has Spanish roots. And again, the theater specifically has roots in Spain. Granada is actually a region in Spain, and it houses the Alhambra, which is a historic building, and it has a Moorish design and all that. So a lot of the details that you see are incorporated, have Spanish Moorish influences. I don't know how much it cost to build the original theater. I know that the land that it sits on was purchased for $800 back in the 1920s. The renovation itself was a $60 million renovation. The tallest building, I believe it's 109 feet tall, 8 stories. So this is a mural that's dedicated to C.B. Urton, who was the builder of the Granada. Once again, he was a very prolific builder in the Santa Barbara area. He did the Santa Barbara Airport, Press Building, and Cold Spring School. And he was the builder of choice for the Granada Theater. He had never built a high-rise building before, so he sent away for a how-to manual. And it was apparently a very successful manual because he built the 8-story high-rise building in Santa Barbara, which remains the highest building in Santa Barbara today. It was the first steel-reinforced concrete building in Santa Barbara. And it was one of the few buildings along State Street of the high-rise nature that survived the 1925 earthquake. So here's a little dedication.